This week we continue our coverage of the LSU AgCenter's Ag Leadership Class trip to South Africa. This year, Class 14 traveled to South Africa after nearly 2 years of seminars here in Louisiana, Washington, D.C., and the Central Coast of California.
Last week, AJ Sabine showed us the Delmas region where the class learned about a Navy bean and citrus operation. And this week, TWILA's AJ Sabine joins us now to tell us a little bit about the power of technology, how it's changed the life of the emerging black farmer there in South Africa. Also introduces us to merino wool, cattle and grain farmer, correct? And also takes us on a little safari through Kruger National Park.
Well, you remember I talked about the Big Five.
Yes, the Big Five. Right? I remember the Big Five.
Well, guess what? That's coming. Okay, so just stick around.
That's teacher, right?
Yes, yes. This week will be surely interesting to be sure. Technology such as Berard and Roundup Ready soybeans can often be taken for granted here in the United States. However, these scientific breakthroughs have kept emerging black farmer Khambi Malela in business. First, it's important to understand a little bit of the background. In 1994, at the end of apartheid, white South Africans owned almost 90% of the land, despite being only 10% of the population. Since then, the South African government has provided farming opportunities for emerging black farmers through its land redistribution program. 15 years ago, Khambi Malela started his little cotton farm in the Groblersdal region of South Africa with about 10 acres of land. Today, thanks to BT technology and others, this former electrician now grows Berard Flex and Roundup Ready cotton on 370 acres. Malela has also expanded his farm to include tobacco and sunflowers. He explained that his success as an emerging farmer is due in no small part to the seed technology imported from the United States. Looking forward, Khambi says his work on the farm has inspired young people in his village to consider agriculture as a career.
Myself, I've tried to recruit them, to tell them, let's go to the work in the field, let's go and do this. This is much better. You can see I'm busy with this and this and this, and they also like, but you know, because of lack of money, and then the other ones they don't want to come. But it's lucky because I'm trying to get eight of them to come and be here to farm with me.
For all of you tractor fans out there, Malela started his farm with a 1974 Massey Ferguson tractor that he still uses to this day. Ironically, there is no word for maintenance in Malela's tribe generally. Other farmers in the area simply use a tractor until it breaks, then they try and buy a new one. However, Khambi keeps his tractor running like a brand new clock. And, you know, when you travel with the Ag Leadership class, Dr. Bobby Swallow keeps you on a very, very tight schedule. Soon after our visit with Khambi's cotton farm, we traveled to Belfast, South Africa, located about 139 miles from Johannesburg. There, we met Gerrit, Roos, who along with his father raised more than 4,000 German merino sheep on their massive, check this out, 50,000 acre grain and cattle farm.
One look between the barbed wire fence confirms that it's lambing season here on the Leeubank farm.
10 years ago, the price of the wool was so weak, you actually want to throw it away.
Owned by Gerrit Roos and his family, he explains to Class 14 that this flock of 2,200 German merino sheep can produce up to 7 pounds of wool per animal. However, these sheep serve a dual purpose, fiber and carcass. Roos says his father chose his breed of sheep because of the need for diversity here in the Belfast region.
This area we have to call it this. So you have to have some sheep, cattle, soybeans, corn, oats, and this across this, you know, to fit in here. We can't plant everywhere. The soil doesn't allow it. There's rocky places and all this stuff.
Part of that diversification on the Leeubank farm led to the construction of this soybean mill.
You can come in.
Once inside, Class 14 looks on with interest at freshly ground animal feed. Roos tells the class that the protein level in this feed is much higher because it's produced right here on the farm. St. Martin Parish class member Kassi Berard knows the importance of diversification on her own sugar operation.
Well, depending on your climate change, I feel like I'm going to be a cornmeal expert when I leave here.
Why?
Because everyone grows corn here, different, and they call it maize, different cornmeal, and so it's really interesting.
Pinsgauer cattle also kept the interest of Class 14 as the bus traversed more than 50,000 acres of corn. Iberville Parish sugar grower Patrick Frischhertz wished he could be as diverse back home.
I think about what we have in the States and our farm and some of the other sugarcane farms and how vast they can be, and this blows it out the water. This is a the diversity that they have here, and the size of it is really impressive.
In addition to the cattle, corn, soybean meal, and the merino sheep, the Roos family also grow oats. After the tour, the entire Roos clan hosted the LSU AgCenter Ag Leadership class for lunch at their lovely home located right there on the farm. If you'd like to see pictures from that stop, log on to our website at twilatv.org and we'll link you over to the LSU Ag Leadership blog. Now, moving forward to the Kruger National Park. Now, you've heard me talk about the Big Five. I just talked about it just a second ago. Visitors from around the world seek out a glimpse of the Big Five while on safari at Kruger National Park. As a refresher, the Big Five are lion, leopard, rhino, elephant, and the Cape buffalo. All of the Big Five can be found at Kruger, the first national park in South Africa. Even though Class 14 and myself didn't get to see all five, they saw plenty at this sprawling national treasure of more than 5 million acres. Early in the morning, Class 14 climbed aboard these green safari trucks with the hope of spotting the Big Five. Along the way, we spotted tons of wildlife, including giraffes, impalas, and water bucks. Hundreds of species call Kruger National Park home. We caught a few elephants looking for a snack, several rhinos, and this Cape buffalo. In the distance, you can just see the nose of 2 hippos taking a dip. Check out this herd of elephants, including a toddler staying close to its mother that we managed to catch while crossing the road. It's really hard to put into words how wonderful it is to see so much at Kruger National Park. Elephants, rhinos, all roaming about the wild. It's just fantastic. Kruger National Park was founded in 1926 and has often been described as a geologist's paradise as well, because the park is home to hundreds of thousands of rock formations. Even though the class and I didn't get to see all of the Big Five, Avery and Kristen, it was just a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and it's a safari, a day that I will just never forget. It's absolutely wonderful.
Which was your favorite to see of the ones that were included in the Big Five?
Well, I have to tell you guys, the Cape buffalo. We saw a Cape buffalo out by itself, which the guide told us, which is really rare because they all travel in packs. And they said that the Cape buffalo is the most harmful to man, especially when it's by itself.
Ooh, that sounds nicely dangerous.
Yes.
I have a question, Mr.
Yes.
AJ. What makes the buffalo so mystic? I've heard you refer to it as mystic twice.
Well, first of all, it's a beautiful, majestic animal, and you've raised cows, you know how powerful an Angus bull can be. Well, imagine an Angus bull on steroids, and then imagine it being 10 feet away from your car with its horns, and it's just, you know, it has the potential.
Mystic.
You know, a big mystic.
You can feel the power emanating
Yes,
from it.
absolutely.
Well, we're looking forward to next week, which is?
Next week, we're going to do something with the timber industry, and we're going to get some more touristy things. We're going to show you Cape Town, Table Mountain, and a whole bunch of other things. You just got to stick around. It just gets better, folks.
Looking forward to it. Thank you very much, AJ Sabine. Well, still to come on TWILA, Louisiana rice already has to compete in a global market, so how do global trade deals impact this embattled crop?
But first, why would a Super Bowl MVP want to raise chickens? It's what's trending on TWILA. Up next.